Dun, dun, dun. Evasion level. Oh, I got cocky. From hell's heart I spurn thee. Alright, well, you know what? I think I'm gonna stop playing with the shark, actually. That was not such a good idea. Hello everyone, my name is Atratzu, and today we are having a look at Raft. So I'm gonna share my thoughts on Raft. Raft is I guess you could just say, it's a survival game. That's basically what Raft is. You can play it single player, you can play it with friends. It was released in 2018, but it's actually early access, so like the early access went on Steam around 2018. At this point, I've played 15 to 20 hours playing Raft. To be fair, I'm estimating that with the time that my brothers and I got to the end of Raft. At this point, I still have so much more to do on Raft. I just kind of want to share my thoughts on the game and get back to actually working on it before, if you spend enough time working on any kind of survival game, crafting game, you get to a certain point that you kind of forget what kind of basic information you should be passing along to people when you start out on a game. It's very different to share your experience with a game when you've played 20 hours of the game versus when you've played potentially hundreds of hours of a game. And so, that's why I wanted to jump in when I did. So we're going to jump into this save game here that I have done completely on my own. We'll have a look at the different gameplay modes here in a second, but for now I just kind of want to cover the basics of the gameplay. Now, the story is all kept inside of a journal. There's not much to it, but there's all these extra parts that you can read from documentation, letters, and stuff that you pick up to get that story arc so you can know what's going on in the game. So this game has progressed a little bit farther. As you can see, I have built out, this is a tiny raft, but I have developed my raft somewhat. Going over the user interface, there are 3 bars you have to keep track of. You have to keep track of, over here, this is your water, so you want to make sure you stay hydrated. This is your food, you want to make sure you keep eating. And then this is your health. Your health goes down, you die. Your food goes down, your health will drain, you die. Water goes down, then your health goes down, and you die. So the trick is to keep these up at all times, or as best as possible. And there are different ways of doing that. I don't feel like I'm making any progress. Alright, well, I guess I'm just going to do this now. And I don't want to die during my explanation. Come here, you. Alright. Well, guess we'll just use the bed. When you first load up your game of Raft, why don't you go? This is slow even for Raft. Alright, let's go for it. I'm going to be bold. So I've played enough that come on, have a bit of a strategy for dealing with the shark. If you stab him in the mouth right before he hits you, you paralyze him. So that's been my strategy for dealing with it. The upsetting thing is this game should terrify the heck out of me, because my nightmare is being attacked by a shark. It's this whole above the water kind of thing, and then just you can't see what's coming, and then you look, and then you just have a monster with teeth. Well, no one's gonna find the shark intimidating in this game now they've seen that. Now that I've killed the shark, I am able to go about without it. For now. It will respawn. Let's just put that on. No. So is this blasted thing worth all the effort that I'm putting to try to go upwind? No, most certainly not. Back I go. So originally that would be probably a death sentence to jump off the edge, and as you can see, if I used up all my spear, I definitely would be sealed to my fate. Goodness, I just was not going to catch up with that at all, was I? It normally seems that it takes maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes until the shark comes back, respawns, and then I would be, you know, a shark snack again. I see waves. So, when you start out in Raft, you kind of just have the bare bones essential, and your resources that you work with are plastic, wood, and that's really all that you kind of have at first. Oh, and ferns, palms. I don't have any of those on me right now. So plastic, planks, and ferns. All right, let's do that. All right, so when crafting, speaking about the controls, I use keyboard and mouse. I don't know if it actually has controller support. I don't care if it has controller support. You move around with WASD, tab to bring up your inventory. The side here is your crafting. This took the longest time to get used to. Every game has its own quirks that you need to learn. Can we put up a streamer? Don't have enough there. Don't know which way the wind is blowing. I mean, it is going this way. But I'm just not seeing anything. And I'm going to run out of things to talk about here soon. Alright, well I guess we'll let it resume. The game seems really quiet when there's nothing going on. Alright, let's get that. Oh, the beat's not done. Oh, that's problematic. Okay. Oh, here we go. So, palm leaves, plastic, and wood. Oh, I used the last wood plank on making that fire. So what you're doing with those is you're fishing them out of the ocean. Do we have anything out there? Finally. Sheesh. You fish them out of the ocean as you go along. And that's why you start out with this little hook claw. What is this called? Plastic hook. There we go. So what you do is you look on ahead and you go, whah, and then you reel in and you grab it. Although that's kind of a waste of a hook. This wouldn't be. I'll do this, and there we go. And put the plank there. If it's on the edge here, you can, that's not what you want to do. All right. If it's on the edge, you can just go and pick it up. Get out of here. Kind of want to balance. That was a wimpy throw, wasn't it? You kind of want to balance. It's still a wimpy throw. Just forget that I ever was showing you how to play this game. I don't even know what I was talking about a balance for. Alright, can we eat yet? Alright, food. Right, get out of here. No, I can't eat that. Well, I mean, I probably could eat that, but it's raw. You get a disease. You want to try to conserve your uses on this as much as possible. Uh-oh. Nope. Come here. There we go. Oop. Oh. That's... Okay. Get out of the water. Whether you've noticed or not, we are also fending off a seagull from our crops. Some of the tricky stuff when you're first starting out in Raft is just knowing what to build first. What you're looking at now are the basic essentials, what you're going to need. When you'd open up crafting, ooh, let's tilt it so we go towards that island. The essentials that you're gonna need, is something to get water, something to get food. And a bed and a mast. Oh, come. Nope. Nope, that did not work. Okay, so. Barrels, that's what we want to see. Get 2 of them. No, you don't. Come on. I'm going to risk it. The shark's going to bite me. I know he is. It was worth it. Worth the investment. Unless he bites me again. If he bites me twice, it wasn't worth it. Alright, come on. Got that. Barrels give you lots of items. That's good. So, talking about the crafting inventory space here. You have, let's watch this island as it gets closer. You have food and water. Other, which is your research tables, small storage, simple bed. These are very useful items. I don't know why they're categorized under other. I guess there just isn't a clean categorization going on. Tools, weapons, equipment. Sorry, the temptation too hard to resist. Equipment, resources. This is like refining your materials into more useful, more rare ones. So, for example, trying to refine palm leaves into rope. I don't know how you do that in real life, but, you know, the game, you're pretty handy. You have navigation. This is the sail. So as you can see, you don't want to get rid of all your palm leaves necessarily. Scrap is a little bit more rare starting out. As you get along, you do get a lot more just from, you know, going longer, having a bigger ship. The next thing that I would want to do from where my development is currently at, I want nets on the front of me ship. I'm gonna miss that one. I'm missing that one too. Dang it, I missed a barrel. Okay. So, let's steer this. You can make an anchor. I have not done that yet. Can we toss this in here? Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, and you have small islands. We're not going to get any of that stuff. I don't need flowers. I need food. Uh-oh. Alright, what was that? Watermelons. Good. We'll take that. And since I have not anchored my vessel, it shall continue on its own. Oh, but I found the perfect spot. It is now stuck there for now. And we shall chop yonder tree. Not all trees are harvestable, by the way. All fruit are worth gathering. And why did you start drifting away? And, oh, here he comes. This is another thing that the shark does. Periodically, it attacks your raft. So if you leave your raft unattended for too long, you're going to get yourself into some trouble. You might come back to find your valuable things have been lost because the shark has attacked while you have been gone. Try me. Oh, my inventory's full. That's not good. Okay, well, we'll eat a watermelon while in the water. Probably not the best way to use these resources. Dang it. Now, where's that box? There's that box. And my vessel's leaving without me, so I'm not going to do that anymore. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. If it seems like I'm doing weird camera stuff, it's so that I stay under the water so I can see him when he's coming. Wasn't able to see that fast enough. Okay, well, now we continue on, I suppose. Because I couldn't get on that one. Can we put this in here? Put that in there. Whoop. I'm going to get that. Planks are what's going to keep us alive. Ugh. It's really hard to talk and play this game at the same time. There's a lot of busy work in Raft where you just are doing a lot of different stuff. I don't know if the game ever really calms down, because even while playing with my two other brothers, the game is still just very active. There's just a lot of stuff going on. You are, oops, I don't want to do that. You're always farming something. You're always trying to craft the next item. You're always trying to make fresh water. This is kind of the gameplay loop. The exciting factor is when you craft stuff and you slowly upgrade and build up your ship. So can we make that? I don't have enough stones to make a throwable anchor, so we are out of luck right now. So this is kind of the, oh, come on. Oh, no, 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 no. I had that. I had that. I just was so close. Yeah. There. Got it. Finally. Sheesh. Embarrassing. Missing my throws. There's a lot of risky moves about trying to jump over the ledge to... Come on, where is he? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I see it. There it is. So, let's talk a little bit more about the basic ship maintenance stuff. Oops, was there an island over there? There is. Rotate that way. Depending on graphic settings and stuff, you can see, can you see off in the distance, top right corner of the screen? I'm tilting away from it so that you can see, but there's just kind of this weird thing on, you know, you have like this mist effect that you can't see beyond a certain point unless you're looking indirectly at the object. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Dang it. I need more inventory management. Okay, so let's start working on nets. And this is where I literally go through every one and I'm like, I didn't find what I wanted. Can I not have nets yet? Guess not. What do we need for research table? Excellent. We can craft and set down the research table here. That's better. If the shark attacks one of the edges, then it'll get destroyed, so I need to be all the more careful. So right now I'm limited by... No. I'm limited by the resources that I have. When you get a new resource, you drag it in here, and then you click research. That's all you gotta do, but it does cost 1. So what do we need for nets? We need to research planks. And whoop, those are ready to be researched now. Need to get scraps. Do I have any more in my inventory? I do. Scraps researched. And still need nets. Ah, nails. So we go over here. We craft a nail. We can't craft a nail. Oh, by the way, to grab one item, right-clicking over, rather than trying to left-click and drag all your items over. Crap. He's gonna destroy. Okay. Let's repair this really quick. This repair didn't take plastic. Plastic's not the rarest of items, but, you know. Okay. So, I need to craft those nets ASAP. All right. So we crafted nails, we put a nail in there, cost 1, we've now researched nails, we've learned those, and we learned a net. So to make a net, I see a bird flying. Okay, we're good for now. Okay, cooked beet. What was here that was destroyed? Ah, I need to make another spear. I need more wood planks. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't embarrass me in front of everybody. I'm gonna go for this instead of the individual plank. All right. Oh, no. Come here. There we go. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So, get over here. Okay. We're gonna risk getting hit by a shark here, but I need a rock. That's fine. Oh, come on. It would be nice if we could just crash into the island for now. Alright, let's just stay here for the moment. Uh-oh, we are twisting. That's not what you want. Throwable anchor, crafted. Let's put this sucker over here for now. You get out of the stuff. Alright, what's up here? That's suboptimal. I'm Skyrim climbing this. I did not know that I could just hug a wall like this and climb around it, but here we are. And I'll just eat this now. Okay, alright, that's fine. I don't really care that much. What's that? Blue flower? Don't care. Oh, there was a tree though. I do care about that. He's about to attack. No, he's not. The freaking bird, get out of here. Haven't made a spear yet. What am I supposed to do without a spear? Now we got a spear. Now I'll mess him up. Come on. Come on. All the more worth it to chop down trees, especially mango trees. The only thing is, with a full inventory, you never know if you're wasting stuff. Come on, let me up here. The nice thing about having multiple people is that you can kind of like split up the responsibility. So you get yourself situated a whole lot faster and you develop your ship a whole lot easier. And it's just more fun being stranded with, you know, friends and family. Although maybe not for some family. It depends on how well you get along with people. All right, let's make a net really quick. Oh, need more of these. Good thing I've got a box of them. Alright, we've got a net. Now we want to place the net in front. Assuming where the front is, I'll go there. If you ever want to remove something, there's no penalty for it. You just lift it up, and then you can just place it somewhere else. So, this is getting a little bit hectic for me to explain, and hopefully the basic principles following, like you're able to follow along. It is difficult to kind of get the hang of it. Let's quickly go back to the main menu. I don't want to die in this game because, you know, I'm still doing stuff on my own. So that's my game that I'm working on. If we were to make an absolutely new game, let's make it, as you can see, you have different difficulties. Creative is where you can just craft, make stuff, kind of like learn the ropes. I have a creative map we'll have a look at here in a second. I've not played on easy, normal, and I don't. My brothers and I basically are playing on hard difficulty anyway because, I mean, we don't surrender normally, so we just, you know, wait until the other gets it. Because on normal, if you die and like release respawn, all your items die. You lose all your items with you. That's why I don't want to demonstrate it. Demonstration. And can friends join? Nobody can join. Alright, now you get to see how long it takes for the game to make a new world. That is really the only downside, is that the first initial loading takes a considerable amount of time. After that, it's not that bad, actually. The initial loading is a bit of a pain, but after that, there's no other loading that takes place in the game. I think part of that is because, you know, the ship is kind of locked. The raft is kind of locked as to how fast it can go. So the game is always keeping up whenever it's rendering anything or generating anything in the distance. I don't know how much of it is procedural generation and how much of it is actually a set map. That'd be interesting details to know, and I would love to provide that information to you, but I am not able to. At this point, you should be thinking, man, this sure is a long loading screen. You would be right. All right, Here we go. So let's do one of these. As you can see, you start on a four square grid thing. Our old friend Bruce from Finding Nemo. Yo! Come on. Come on. No. No one's going to be impressed by that one. Lead the target. Got it. Oh, got that one too. All right, so now this is where you'd want to rapidly be like, oh no, I need to make something for water. Simple purifier, we don't have the plastic or the leaves. The purifier is the first thing that we would need. Then you would need a grill. Another thing you could do is make a hammer. Hammer has been made. And now by right-clicking, took a little bit of effort for people to, my brothers rather, to figure out how moving around this menu worked. All right, the whole point was to demonstrate what happens when you die here, actually. So we're just going to swim out without a weapon. Here he comes. Can I dodge him? You can dodge him. That's good to know. Did you know that you could jump over the... Whoop. He saw that I was getting cocky. Dude. Here he comes, here he comes. I know it. You can't throw in the water, by the way. Try me. Yaw. I would just swim out in front of the ship. Ooh. Didn't see that one coming. It is just super relaxing and satisfying gathering materials, just saying. Alright, kill me. Kill me. I must demonstrate this. If you don't kill me, the lack of oxygen will. So this is what happens when you die. You wait for a friend to run over and pick you up, and then you get the most awkward angle ever as you see somebody lugging you back to a bed. You have to be set in a bed to respawn, or you surrender and respawn, or main menu, I suppose. As you can see, surrendering and respawning means that you start back on your raft. So that's how you get back on the raft. But oh, that's problematic, isn't it? You die this early in the game, you're just screwed for the most part. You need to craft. You need to craft all the things back that you have lost. I don't know what happens when these are all destroyed, though. That'd be interesting. But yeah, that's the basic gist of what's going on here. Let's have a look at a creative world and look at a little bit more about what you can build. I would recommend making a creative world. We don't need you anymore. And unlimited power. So this world, I would recommend making a creative world if you want to kind of get an idea for how the different things you're crafting work. Not something that my siblings and I did. We just jumped into it and built things in places and then moved them around as situations allotted to us. So we just kind of worked with what we had available. Now, there is something interesting about creative mode is that your raft doesn't actually move. Or anyways, at this point, it's not moving. I did set up sails, and I set up engines, and I got all engines working, so I could kind of get an idea for how that all worked, which, again, highly recommended before you invest a ton of resources into something you don't know. This is what you want to do. Also, for the achievers, painting in creative mode counts for the overall achievement. So, yeah, tally ho with all the paint if you want to get those achievements. Once an achiever, always an achiever. So I just wanted to experiment a little bit with roofs and with just the mechanics of the game. So I just made just a really, really long aircraft carrier longboat, and I was like, I'm just going to put all the different growing things in here, grow all the different types of trees. Some of the trees I didn't even know that you could grow, so these are things that that we're still learning about. There is animal husbandry, though I can't tell you much about that because we haven't gotten them yet. You have here the helm that you can turn. You got clocks. You got these, which do this. We spent a long time trying to figure out how this worked on our normal game, and again, it's a little bit easier to do that with 3 people than on your own, so I would highly recommend figure out how this radar works in a free world first, and then go to the other one before you spend a ton of resources on a crazy long project like that. Also, I never made goggles. I never made goggles in the main game. Really missing out by not having those goggles. Go to the captain's quarters. Lay down and wake up. No. You stay in there. So, this is the engine room, and just kind of experimenting with what could be done with bioburners. Not bioburners. Are those biofuel? What are those called? Which one is it under? See, again, I probably saw it, but I just clicked through too fast. Engine, no. We want a... Come on. Where is this thing? Biofuel refiner. There it is. Just curious what you could do with piping and biofuel refiners. But yeah, the engines are on. So we should be going forward, right? Wrong. Also was experimenting with automatic farming as well. Just kind of fun to just see what you can do, though I have underplayed it. If you want to make something, this is the place to do it. Because we have unlimited resources, we can build in whatever direction we want. Now, say you built something like this and the shark was like, I don't like this. You have the rest still. It's all still connected. But say you put something on it. Say you were like, I want to have smelters on this. Do. And the shark comes up and it's like, ah, oh, you survived. Ah, nope. 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 And nope. You lose the resources that are on there. Also, you destroy things a whole lot faster in this mode too. Anywho, saying here, we are not getting any closer to that location. And when we're in the water, it's not moving either. That, and you got sails on there too, so you can't experience the whole game in creative mode here. There's a lot of fun stuff that you can do here, especially if you're trying to get achievements, and you can kind of get a feel for how you build things, how you build up, how you build crow's nests. Yeah, you can experiment a lot in here, and I would highly recommend the creative mode to kind of learn, get your training wheels in Raft, get a feel for how it goes. I'd recommend doing that first, but after that, you only experience the game by playing it. Now, the last thing that I want us to look at here is the game, the biggest Raft. So at this point, if this is all that you want to see about Raft, this would be where you'd want to leave the video. If you want to see what my brothers and I worked on in World Empty, which I think when you make a new world, didn't it say name can't be empty? That's right. I said that to my brother Ben, and he said, name your world empty. And I was like, the perfect name. So the name can't be empty unless it is empty. In that case, it can be empty. So this is the one that we have spent the most time playing, the efforts of 3 different people and just utter chaos. It's one of the things that I liked about Minecraft is making a world that just kind of conforms to what you need. That's what I like about Raft as well. Your Raft goes in different shapes depending on who's working with it, what's going on. Some people could just have a huge sweep net out in front and nothing else. We wanted a fortifier sweep net, so we had reasons for why we built it the way that we did. At one point, Ben was gonna start building his own. ship off to the side, his own raft, but they're all connected to the same one. So even though they're not connected, they turn with the rest of stuff. It's right, I logged out up here. So yeah, here's a good example of this nonsense. This was Ben's work. He was like, I'm gonna make a parkour course. Yeah. And this is the dream. The dream is that you just run across here and the ship goes and you just gather resources. But yeah, come here. You just run through and you press E. Oh, we're gonna miss these, aren't we? Oh, it's gonna be close. There's a lot of good stuff to look forward to in Raft after you've progressed farther into the game. Eventually, we're hoping to build a higher deck. That's what we were working on last time. We haven't played for about a month now, but it's undoubtable to us that we're going to be jumping back in. Do we find... What is this? What is this? Oh, I thought it was an egg for a second. I was like, we can't have eggs. We don't have the creatures for that. And then we build this big crow's nest. You can take fall damage, by the way. You have to go... You have to jump from that high. So like anything lower than that and you're not going to take fall damage. So say we're just over here and we just walk off. No fall damage. So the fall damage ceiling is pretty high, actually. That is a remarkable height. And yeah, the dream. The problem is that with a bigger ship, it's tougher to keep track of where the shark is, so you have to be all the more attuned. Having 3 people on the big raft comes in handy. The planks that we're most concerned about are the ones back here. So that's why doubled up here. That way, you know, you're going to run across an area and you're going to be like, huh, why is a chunk of the ship missing? And come here, come here, come here. And then you'll discover, oh, it was because, you know, the shark attacked while we weren't paying attention. So, yeah. This is Raft. If you found it interesting, highly worth checking out, giving it a try. It's more fun with friends. It is a bit of a slog on your own. Again, having other people to play with makes the game easier, more fun. You can split up the work. You get to this point in the game much faster. And depending on who you're playing with, it can be really funny. Because, yeah, I can't even regale you in all the different stories that have taken place with the glitches that we've run into and all the different threats from each one of us threatening to take the ship and leave the others on an island. We have yet to do that, but, you know, it's a matter of time. Ben always preferring to fish and take care of food. Tim always, you know, fighting me for helm. And I'm over here trying to, you know, make the ship look pretty as best I can. But, you know, sometimes I want to just build off to a section. I'm like, can I do this? So now with... I just slipped right through everything there. So now with creative mode, I can kind of have a bit of a better idea. But, you know, it's still it's just a fun game. It's just fun. Thank you for watching. My name is Atratzu, and I will see you in the next video. These are all Ben's shoes. He's the only one fishing up stuff, and so we just put them all in front of his bed. What started out as 2 shoes got out of hand real quick.